This game is rated E10 for ages 10 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, Carbyvolt here, but you can call me KV, and welcome back to the Tears of the Kingdom logs. In the last log, we fought a Gleeok so we could take a photo, and then we almost fought another another Gleeok so we could take a photo, but we didn't actually fight that one. And I talked about the musical Fiddler on the Roof, which, despite all of my contrivances with the plots and some of the characters, I actually do like that musical. It has good songs, and it has a downer ending. But I think the message of sticking to tradition is not the best. Is not always the best thing. Anywho's, did I say hello? I'm Carbyvolt, but you can call me KV. I don't remember if I said that. So sorry. I had a long day today, and I was like, no, I'm still gonna record this nearly hour-long log. So that was a choice I made that I could easily stop right now because we're not that far into it, but no, we're gonna do it. There is a quest that we didn't finish that has to do with figuring out where these missing people are, so we're gonna figure out where the missing people are. Hopefully, probably. They're probably along the path, which we didn't really go on much of the path. So we'll explore more of that. Fire Lizalfos, and they're gone. Ice Lizalfos, though. So a fun little tidbit about the Gerudo region. Fire Lizalfos spawn here, but so do Ice Lizalfos, but it depends on the time of day. Once it becomes cold enough outside, the Fire Lizalfos will retreat underground, and then... Oh my gosh, you actually gave me a tail, thank God. Thank golly. Did you give me a tail too? Ah, 2 tails, yay! Yeah, so the fire will retreat underground, the ice will replace them, and then same when it becomes too hot out. The Ice Lizalfos will dig underground, never to be seen for another 12 hours in game time, and then the fire ones will come out. So use that to your advantage. As we've just seen, it seems like these Lizalfos seem to be fairly generous on dropping their tails. We'll see if that actually holds true in general. Oh, I have something to show off, though. What happened? These only... What do I have to show off? Yes? We're going way back when. Oh. We're gonna follow the path.
Never to return.
So, if we're following the path, you know what that means? We need to...
But perhaps this is not such a bad thing. I have been meaning to visit Don Rodrigo and seek his counsel. Very well. It is not far from here to Puerto Valor. The road will take us north and east. Come, let us follow the parade.
That's right, we're gonna do a parade. We're gonna do a parade down the path. Sorry, that is a kind of a spoiler for Dragon Quest XI, but you should play Dragon Quest XI because it's a very good game, and you're not gonna get much out of that context other than I really like that, and I thought it was funny that he said follow the parade. But that's what we're doing. We have all the sages behind us, so we're gonna go down this path and we're gonna just make a parade out of it. We're gonna find the person that's missing, and they're gonna join the parade too. It's gonna be a parade of bizarreness. And I also just really like the music. Kind of an abridged version, but we haven't gone on this path at all. We haven't gotten up here either, but... Oh, hey, hello. There's a lot of... Don't know if those are tumbleweeds or just, like, weird rock thingies. Weird, just weed balls. Weed ball sounds like something completely different, but you get the idea. Like, it's a bunch of just, like, weeds crumpled up into a ball, not... No, it's not literally a ball of cannabis. Patrick. Ooh, more isosulfos. Give me your tails. No. I want your tail. Stay. Stay near me and you give me the freaking tail. You didn't give me a tail. I hate you. Yeah, wait, we have the Master Sword. What are we doing? Tail? No tail. These guys suck. Soldier's Spear. Soldier's Broadsword. Wooden box. What if we put on an island? Well, a small one. Yeah, Rune's Rubble. Oh, that's on the shield. Thought we were putting on the sword. Oopsies. Look at this great shield we have here. It is not confusing at all. Okay, we're gonna follow parade again. Come on. I forget how Sylvando's theme goes. Like I have the basic idea of it. Like I know good key portions of it, but I forgot like how it all bridges together. Okay, well then I'll just do a different one because I know this one pretty well. Ba ba da ba da da ba ba da ba da da ba ba do 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 ba da da do 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 ba ba da da do. Okay, well, I know that I know the overworld theme from Dragon Quest XI pretty well. I know the one from 7 the most, because 7 is still probably my favorite Dragon Quest. I can't wait to play the 3 HD 2D whatever. Basically, it's gonna look nice, hopefully not have too much bloom in it. And I mean, it's Dragon Quest, so it's gonna be good, because Dragon Quest is... I have not been... Okay, no, it's not true. Almost every Dragon Quest game I've played, I've enjoyed thoroughly. The only exception to this rule is probably Dragon Quest Monsters 3, and I didn't hate it, but it definitely wasn't what I was expecting, and that's more on me than anything else. Okay, Dragon Quest Monsters 3 The Dark Prince, because I think there's also, like, 3 different versions of Dragon Quest Monsters 3. The most recent Dragon Quest Monsters game. As of 2014, I was like, whoa! Man, that'd be nice. I moved into the past. I hope you're enjoying this game from the future. This sequel to a game that you won't see for another 3 years in 2014. How's the Wii U doing? Not too good, I'm probably assuming. Sorry to hear. The Smash game you're getting is going to be pretty good. It's not going to be as good as Brawl, but it's still going to be pretty good. It's not going to be as good as the one that comes after it for most people, but it's going to have more game modes than the one that came after it. That's probably like the only thing that Ultimate is definitely lacking on is game modes. And I get it, there's a lot of characters, so obviously that wasn't the focus, but still. A dedicated story mode, or at least something else, would have been nice than what Ultimate had, which was just the main fighting, some minor single-player stuff, and the spirits. And I know the spirits have a story mode associated with them, and that's not honestly too bad. It's fine. It is just the original spirit battles put into a fashion that makes it more like a story mode, but it still works out, and it's not terrible. But as much as people found the board game mode in Smash for Wii U very silly, I think it was a novel concept at least, and it was a good idea to branch out. And I really liked the master tickets and master orders and crazy orders. I thought that was fun, and that was a nice, interesting challenge. I'm still extremely bitter that Smash Run from the 3DS just never came back, because that would have been ripe for online, but whatever. Keep crushing my dreams, Mr. Sakurai. Make this really cool game mode in Kirby Air Ride, and then it never came back because, for the most part, it seems like the staff at HAL do not want to do anything that Sakurai has done before, because it feels like they don't want to step on him, which I understand. That is definitely a Japanese quality of the game development, is that you respect your colleagues so much that you don't want to, impose that you could do it better than them, which is hilarious, because Superstar Ultra, I think, is way better than Superstar, but... And it was also the last Kirby game he made at HAL, so I think there's probably some of that attachment to it as well. But, man, another Kirby Air Ride sure would be cool. Another City Trial mode would be really cool. Smash Run in another Smash game would also be really cool, because it's literally just City Trial except for Smash Brothers. I get it, that's extra implementation you have to do for everything. But it is honestly kind of bizarre that the closest we got to a true, feeling of a crossover was Smash Run. Because, for the most part, Subspace Embassy and Brawl is all these just kind of, random enemies that was made for the game. And granted, some of them are fine, and I don't mind them, but it was weird that there weren't a lot of, specific enemies to the games that were crossing over. It was they had to make their own things, which is... they've done it before. Fighting Polygon Team, Wireframe, the alloys, I think they were, in Brawl, and eventually it's the Miis. And that all makes sense. But it is weird that Smash Run, it has the most variety of enemies from across all different franchises that are in there. Because you have, you have enemies from Dig Dug in there, and Pac-Man's in the game, but Pac-Man is just the representative of Namco at that point, and they were still oh yeah, well, the dudes you blow from Dig Dug, that's an iconic enemy. Put that in Smash Run. And it's just wow, why didn't we do this from... Why did, as much as Sakurai has gone on the record saying, oh yeah, well, I don't like that people upload the cutscenes, it's just that's just the fact of life. That's just what you just have to deal with. Here's the lost person, I think. Garou? Well, okay, do you want me... oh, well, here you go, I have, a ton of those? I mean, I could have cooked for you if you want me to, dude. But I think another story mode that actually isn't just... that has proper stages as opposed to just the fighting arenas, and actually uses enemies from the properties that are crossing over would be great. And I'm not saying get rid of the original enemies either. I think the original enemies introduced in Subspace were fine. But to me it's just weird is that all the elements for a properly great story mode are there, in 3 different games, and they just never, like, they just need to intersect. Get a more grounded and more cutscene heavy story mode like you did in Brawl. Make it go to areas that are more that feel more like it's lived in world of the different crossovers like you have the maps in Ultimate, and then make stages like you did in Brawl that are side scrollers that utilize the fighting mechanics, and also put in the enemies that you had in Smash Run and maybe some more, so it feels like everything's just like perfect, like synergy all around there. It's kind of weird they didn't do that. Oh, hi, yeah, I guess I'm gonna be a Blade Master because I can, so what do I need to do? There are 5 frog statues. So we haven't done this yet. Okay, I thought we did. Don't question how I have this map that looks suspiciously like Sheikah technology. Yay! Okay. So anyways, we're going to take an exam for the Yiga clan, not because... Why not? We've done so much for the Yiga already. Let's help them out more and just be extremely silly and, you know... pull the wool over their eyes and just be like, I'm not Link. Nope. No siree. So, I thought we had 3 medallions for travel. Do we only have 2? Or am I missing one that I'm not aware of? Because I want to keep the one by the mushrooms, because that's a cool location. I want to keep that one by the lamps. Oh, okay, this one. We don't have that. No, that one's fine. Get rid of that one. The one by the lanterns that is a puzzle we still need to technically fully figure out. And I'll put a warp medallion in there so I can warp in there later without the Yiga suit on. Take that, suckers. Now, I don't think I properly paid attention to where he marked everything, so we'll see how this goes. Because we still have the... Okay, there we go. Figured it out. Hey, Hidiji, does this upset you? Oh, one of them's just right here. Okay. Yeah, we want ones with the upside down. Oh, it doesn't have the upside down one on it yet. We need to put the banana so it does put the upside down one on it. Got it. Okay. But they have little flames next to them, so that's how we know. Don't mind me using the Sheikah teleporting technology to go finish this Yiga task. I feel so bad for the inhabitants of Hyrule who probably find the Yiga a serious threat, and we're out here just like, oh hey, it's the Yiga. How's it going? You up to anything bad lately? You should stop it. Why? Because I'm going to kick your butt if you don't. Oh, you don't believe me? Takes off mask. Yeah, I'm going to kick your butt. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's Link. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever, man. Goodbye. So, Pikango will always be by these flower leaf star pedestals in the sky. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go visit them. The indicator is always, does it have the little tablet on your map? Because the tablet will tell you if you already took a picture of it and submitted it to the dude back in Kakariko. So he's there to be like, hey, it's still here, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go visit it. Hey, buddies. Look at me. I'm a Lizolfos, just like you. How's it going? Yeah. How's it going? Yeah? Yeah? Having a good day? Yeah, yeah, we got the fire ones here too. Yeah, let's party. Lizolfos party. Alright, follow me, my brethren. They're still following? They're still following. Alright, die! Oh. I think one of them killed the other. That's so funny. So, I may have noted this before, but just as a reminder, if you put fire on a ice Lizolfos, it will immediately self-combust. And if you put ice on a fire, it will also do the same. So if you get the two to fight each other, which is very rare in the first place, because they're not usually in the same areas, they will just destroy themselves if you leave them to their own devices. None of them dropped any tails, though, so they all suck. And I hope that they enjoy their time in Purgatory before they get the healthcare and come back and make me upset. Also, I just noticed this right now with the sound design. We're making Lizolfos noises as we're walking. That's honestly really good. I don't know if that was in Breath of the Wild. It probably was, but wasn't something I noticed until right now, because I'm busy just playing the game, so I don't pay much attention to it. Right, so here's one. Oh no, unbearable heat. That's me yelling. Here's a banana. I want the banana back, though. I want to eat the banana. I gotta give it to my friend Charles. He lost his pants. He's gonna teach me how to swim. What? Who? Where? When? Okay, bye. And in the second game, Charles is gonna be my companion that gets into all kinds of trouble, like gets stuck in a lump of mud, and then a bunch of, like, plants eat him, and we have to get bagworms to free him out of there. And then he'll just be like, oh, I did everything, you know, behind the scenes, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you a developer, Charles? Are you actually Tokoro Fujiwara in disguise as a monkey? And everyone who's just listening to this right now is, what the hell are you talking about? And don't worry about it. Now I'm a moblin. Now I'm going to make pig noises. So it's probably underneath here. Make pig noises like the coma pigs. I still have Tomba on the brain. No, I know it sounded like I stopped talking about it in the last log. Nope, it's back. Or was I talking about the last log? I don't remember. Oh, hey, look, it's King Bokoblin. Look, I am merely your pawn. I am also Bokoblin. I'm not on the line right now, though, because authority's stupid. Most authorities are, typically, because they're like, I have all the power, and it's like, how did you get that? Did you get that through the means of the people thinking that you were the best to lead? And if the answer is no, get out. I hold all the power. Why? Because I have all the money. No. I'm not listening to you. You're stupid. I hold all the power. Why? Because I bought Twitter. No. That was very dumb. You are very dumb. Your children think you are very dumb. You're also just a jerk. So no, I will not listen to you because you are stupid. You are not authority. You are just a terrible person. Uh-oh. Are the Bokoblins upset? No. I am Bokoblin. I'm Bokoblin that does not respect authority because it is dumb. Yeah, what's Gandorf's motivation? He doesn't have one. He's just like, hey man, I want to rule. Okay, but why? Because I want to rule. Well, no. I don't like that, because I don't think the people want you to rule. Why do the people want you to rule? Because I'm awesome and I want to subjugate the masses. Well, I'm part of the masses and I do not want to be subjugated. So get out. And it's just like, wait, but I created you. You're a Bokoblin. You're one of my creations. And I'm like, well, too bad. I, the Bokoblin, say you're dumb, and therefore I'm leaving. Goodbye. So we found the thing we needed in there, at least. We didn't find the Booble Frog. What happened to Mo? In Wind Waker, there is a character named Mo who falls in love with another character, and you later learn that Mo is a Moblin. And it is never fully explained if Mo was actually in love with the female character, or if he wanted to eat her. But the dialogue is vague enough that it could be either way. So even though I'm sure the implication would be like, oh, he just wanted to eat her, it is vague enough that you could still go, no, I think he might have actually fallen in love with her, in which case he'd have to be like, yeah, sorry, Gandorf, I fell in love with this girl, and I do not want to help out anymore because I want to go live amongst the Hylian descendants. I don't know. Okay, so this bothers me. In all the Zelda games, sans, like, Link's Awakening, all the early Zelda games, all the denizens of Hyrule are called Hylians. They are basically listed as the specific majority race in the kingdom. The Hylians have the royal family. They have the pointed ears. Those are Hylians. And for whatever reason, it was either in Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, one of the two, they stopped being called Hylians. Now, granted, they never really said what the name of the human type race was in Wind Waker or its subsequent games because of plot reasons. But in the other games, in Twilight Princess, they just straight up should be Hylians. I don't know why they wouldn't be. They are the main dominant race. They have the pointy ears. It's the same criteria they had in previous games. Why would they not be the Hylians? And Skyward Sword is supposed to be the origin of how Hylians came to Hyrule, but for whatever reason, they're called humans. Which is not technically wrong, but you've spent all these other games establishing that these characters that are human-esque with the pointy ears are Hylians. Why all of a sudden are they now humans who we'd associate in reality as just everyday people who don't have pointy ears? Like, what happened there? Like, was it a localization thing? Like, were they always called humans to begin with? And we just fancified it for a while, and then eventually they went, no, you have to go by the official word that we're using. Or did they just forget their own rule of how they classified their characters? Because, technically speaking, a Zora is a human. It is a bipedal creature, that has opposable thumbs. They have better characteristics than the other humans. They are good swimmers, and they can breathe underwater, probably. But other than that, they're still technically humans. They have humanoid shapes, but we don't call them humans, we call them Zoras. So what's the deal? And by that logic, the Gerudo are humans, but we call them Gerudo. So, like, what... Why are the Hylians like no they're not Hylians? It's just like what? Who made this decision, and why? And explain it to me, please. Because it seems like a major inconsistency. Like, okay, Beetle. Beetle's probably a human. He's one of the few characters that I know of in the entire franchise that does not have the pointed ears and is a traditional non-super tall, buff woman, human-like character. Because the Gerudo are almost always very tall, buff women. And there's nothing wrong with that, mind you. That's just the type that they're usually shown as. I just want some consistency here. And like, I can excuse Skyward Sword a little bit because the goddess that's introduced in Skyward Sword that just didn't frankly exist before Skyward Sword is Hylia. And so the idea could be is that through the reincarnation of Hylia, which is one of the main prominent characters in that game, I'm not going to spoil who it is, but it's pretty obvious, with them descending back down to the ground, I don't know a more eloquent way to say it, they go back to the ground. Now that they have come through Hylia's grace, they are Hylia's people, so Hylians. With, that makes some sense. But if they're all coming from the Sky Islands, none of them would be humans, they would be the Hylians. Because in Skyward Sword, there's no human characters living on the surface, unless you want to count the Gorons, or the mole dudes, or the whatever the flying fresh heck were the weird fish people in that game, because they weren't Zoras, they were just some other fish people in Skyward Sword. Always weirded me out. It's just like, okay, there's these other weird fish people, and we'll never see them again, probably. Because Skyward Sword is supposed to take place at the very beginning of the Zelda timeline. Just like Ocarina of Time was supposed to take place at the very beginning of the Zelda timeline. And Link to the Past was supposed to take place at the very beginning of the Zelda timeline. And before we even knew that there was going to be a timeline, the first Zelda game took place at the beginning of the Zelda timeline. Oh, merciful Kirby devs. Thank you for gracing us with saying, okay, we said at one point that some things are canon and some things weren't. Yeah, no, that's stupid. Every game is its own canon. Make up whatever you want. Is there a Kirby timeline? Sure. You decide. Is this event canon? Sure. You decide. It allows them for maximum creativity to do whatever the heck they want without having to worry, does this contradict something? Because the fans can just go, oh, well, I like this more than this, so whatever. Oh, we should have teleported and we're not wearing the Yiga outfit! Missed opportunity there past me. Missed opportunity. Oh well. I did it! Hooray! Okay, cool. Oh, well, yeah. So I'm gonna use those runes now because they're mine. I guess I'll take whatever in this treasure chest. What do you got? A ruby! Okay, that's nice. What do you got in here? Eightfold Longblade Purified. Okay, that's pretty good. Look at it. This is a very nice long sword. It's mine. And also, here's a shrine. Let's do this shrine. It's probably just Rauru like, hey man, good job. You foiled those Yiga that I totally knew about in the past. Just like, wait a minute. Rauru, you put a reward shrine here? Yeah, you know, in case someone found it. What if people like built a base around it and just were like, hey man, guess what? Wait, pass me, what are you doing? The shrine's right. You didn't even... Weirdo. Yeah, what were you expecting? Yeah, the shrine's literally in front of you. Like, what? Just go to the freaking shrine. That's not the right way. What are... What? Okay, there is a little alcove here. Okay. Okay. Oh, look, Booble Frog. There we go. Ta-da! It's dead. Or it'll get reincarnated later, probably. I don't have proof on that, but... It's not murder if they get reincarnated. If someone tells you, I'm gonna get reincarnated, it's not murder. That is not professional advice. Do not take it and use it as any sort of fact, because it is probably incorrect, and you should not use it. I want to do the Eightfold Blade. Yeah, Eightfold Blade, Eightfold Long Blade. I want to have it in the Yiga outfit. I don't want to take anything else off because I'm lazy. Well, actually, I think taking it off would be the lazier route at this point. Now I'm just committed to how can I get it to fit in this picture without taking anything off. No, that's not it. Come on, come on. Alright, fine, we'll take off the bow. Alright, there, we can see it now. No, not the boulder breaker that he's wearing, the Eightfold Blade that I'm wearing. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. No, not what they're carrying. There we go. What a great picture. Alright, this is a reward shrine. Like, Rauru, how did you know that someone many eons or like a 1,000 years in the future was gonna be like, hey man, I'm gonna set up camp here and make sure that no goody two shoes get in. Because I hate goody two shoes. And how did you learn that the goody two shoes were the Sheikah and not the Yiga? Because for all you know, with how silly the Yiga are, they could be goody two shoes if they wanted to. They're not, but they could be. Because, how'd you know that, Rauru? Huh? Huh? How'd you know that? Well, Sonya told me because she has the control of time. Okay, cool. If Sonya knew that, why don't she prevent her own death, huh? 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 I mean, the truth probably is that if Sonya could see into the future, it's probably like, well, I saw my death happen, but I also realized that in order for everything to happen, this has to happen, so, oops. So they don't tell you about powers like that, being able to see into the future. Is like, well, now that I saw into the future, and this future is going to have a good outcome, I guess I gotta do this. Gotta be like that wizard guy in that Avengers film and be like, hey man, I saw like 40 bajillion possibilities. The one where we win is where I just die. It's like, wait, what do you mean? When do we win? I don't know, like 5 years from now? I mean, you could have told us that, well, if I told you that, then you would have been preparing for it, and then they would have been more prepared, and it's just like, you know. Anyways, hey, I was never a Yiga. I was your friendly neighborhood Link the whole time. What? Oh. This guy's an idiot. Okay. Do you have enough elixirs? Do you? Do you, Rex? Do you love to smell salvage in the morning? Unfreezable. Anyways, maybe we should go do... Remember when we started out trying to rescue that one dude, and then we got distracted by, like, everything else? We should probably go back and do that. But I wanted to follow the parade! The really cool dude from the Dragon Quest game said to do that. And there's another Swift Violet that we passed over! Gosh dang it, past me! Me, I can never find Swift Violet. Also me, completely forgets to see the Swift Violet when he's traveling. Like a moron. Oh well. He tries. Oh, does he try. Wait, why is that pinned? What is up there that we... What? Oh. Thanks for the eyeballs. You're not gonna bring the other eyeball? Like, that's a really good... It's okay. Past me just making a bunch of things that I would not do right in this moment, but I'm sure the moment I was actually playing the game, I'd probably do the same thing, so, you know, it's fine. It's one of those things of, like, as we've gotten more screen real estate for video games, yeah, there's a lot to see, but for the most part, we still focus on our main player character. So yeah, there could be many things that you can see out of the corner of your eyes, but if the main focus is still following the player character, you're not going to probably deviate much from just still being in the center of the screen, because that's where your character is. So, unless you're paying attention to the other corners, you might miss stuff. Which is a blessing and a curse, because yeah, it's great that we have more screen real estate to be able to see that kind of stuff, but since we're focusing on the main moving thing, if we don't cross over with the other stuff that's on those corners, we're never going to see it. And maybe some people do. Maybe some people are a bit more alert than I am, but it just feels like back in my day, we had the Game Boy, and the Game Boy was a very small screen. And it had to convey a lot of information on it in such a small screen, so you could always see everything that was going to happen. That's why some games were very well designed for it, like Kirby's Dream Land, where you can see most of the obstacles on the screen. Meanwhile, trying to put a Mega Man game on the Game Boy was not as intuitive because many things about Mega Man is having trappings that do not deal with that kind of screen crunch. I do not know what kind of voice this is. I put a pin here. As to why, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I think it was just like, maybe there's something here. Oh, you know what? It was from the dude who had the smoke up, and I thought the smoke was in that area, but it wasn't. It was a bit closer, all things considered. Where the pin will go to the most recognizable actual landmark, and when I hit the pin button, it didn't pin the smoke, it pinned what was behind the smoke, which was that cliff. Whew, excuse me. I had a long day today, as I said at the very beginning of the log. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't be recording this, and joke's on everyone, including myself. We're almost done with the log. We have less than 10 minutes to go. And is that a star fragment? That is a freaking star fragment? Let's go! Let's go get that star fragment. For what purpose? So we have it, obviously. Now, I honestly don't know if this is true or not, but I feel that if you can do... You do a little of the paraglider, stop, go for the descent in the wingsuit. The wingsuit will help you push forward a bit more with the momentum. Go do that for a little bit of diving, so you're still getting some forward momentum but not wasting your stamina. Then go back to the paraglider. Like, I feel like that is the most efficient way to travel in the air as far as going distance-wise. Height-wise, you're going to lose a lot of height doing it, but at the very least, it's moving you closer. This is especially good for ground, trying to get stuff on the ground that you see from the sky. I may be completely wrong on it, and it's all placebo. But if it isn't, yay, I did something right. Where the heck is this? Is it? Yeah, this is the Great Plateau. You know, there's the Temple of Time Church. Not to be confused with the Temple of Time, whatever it is up in the sky now. We just have this Temple of Time. What does it do? I don't know. It's the Temple of Time. Does it tell time? Well, I bet, like, no, it can, like, help you travel to the future. Why? Well, let's say you're a spry young boy of 7 to 10 years old, and you need to pull out this Master Sword to go stop the evil that is plaguing the lands. Yeah, I'm not unfreezable, so that was a very dumb idea. You may be wondering, like, wait, how's that work? Oh, we're still getting hurt, like, it doesn't matter. The water is still pain. We're going to die. The next question you'd be asking is, wait, why does a 7 to 10-year-old boy need the power of the Master Sword in the first place? Reasons. Okay. So why would they get it then? Well, you see, it's called a Temple of Time because the 7 to 10-year-old boy isn't old enough yet to wield the Master Sword. So, of course, he's got to wait in this weird time dimension until he's aged to the proper age. And it's just like, wait, so it's not really time travel. It's just he waited 7 years, and now he's doing stuff. Yeah, but he waited in a magical, mythical timeland where he won't get hurt by the evil forces. It's just like, okay, so the Temple of Time can open the mystical, magical timeline? Yeah. Also, grilled bananas? Oh, yeah, okay. Goodbye. Good. No! Go away. Shush. So you can go to the mystical magical time realm in the Temple of Time. Yes. It also houses the Triforce. Yes. So why didn't the boy get the Triforce instead of waiting for 7 years? I don't know. Ocarina of Time's, like, main plot thread is extremely bizarre when you think about it. So, Ganondorf couldn't get into the Temple of Time because that's where the Triforce was housed. So, you get into the Temple of Time, and by doing that, you've unlocked the Temple of Time, so now Ganondorf can get the Triforce, but you don't get the Triforce. Instead, Rauru, who's just old man dude, who's also possibly the owl, that guy, Caper Gabora, Caper Gabora, I will put yes and no in opposite places and you're expecting him, so make you read my text all over again, who has a really good theme. It's like, man, this is a great theme, and then it's like, oh yeah, this the owl dude. And Rauru is just like, yeah, so you're gonna stay here until you're old enough to fight the ancient evil, and it's like, okay, cool. Well, it wasn't ancient evil back then, it was the new evil, because Ganondorf was just a new dude to the scene. And it was like, okay, cool, but why can't I be up now? Well, you're too young. Oh, okay. But then why don't I get a Triforce? Because it's on the Chamber of the Time waiting place. Okay, wait, why can he go there? Don't ask about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it. Well, don't worry. We came up with a clever plan. You see, since you're in the Time Realm, and Zelda escaped from the clutches of the evil dude guy, the Triforce split itself into 3 pieces. One of power, which the evil dude guy got because that was the most reflective of his soul. One of wisdom, because it's the most reflective of the princess, and one of courage, which you have now. Oh, okay, so we should never get all 3 of us in the same room, because that way someone could actually get the entire Triforce and, like, cause havoc everywhere. No. You should still get everyone in the same room so you can get the other Triforce pieces. But if Bad Dude's in the room and Bad Dude has the one that's literally called the Triforce of Power, it seems like he's going to overpower everyone and take the other pieces for himself. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I'm gonna worry about it. I don't know what I'm trying to do with climbing. I want to climb the top of the shrine, I guess, for some reason. I just want to see where this is, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Or climb the top of the shrine, because I can. So, Rauru, what are all the other sages going to do once this entire journey is over? Oh, they're just going to stay here in the Time Realm forever. They gonna, like... Can they go back to their normal lives? No. You know, Rauru, this deal kind of sucks for, like, most people involved. Can I at least go back to my childhood? Yeah, you can go back to your childhood. Okay, cool. So will, like, child Zelda, like, get the memories of adult Zelda then, so that she can know everything that happens? No. Well... What the butt? Adult Zelda has to lead. She was living in the realm for 7 years. Why couldn't I live in the realm for 7 years? It was... no, too dangerous. You might have died. Excuse me? Now go back to living a child because you missed your childhood. Well, yeah, that was kind of your fault in the first place, Rauru. Oh, Ocarina of Time. Look, talking boat that's actually secretly a person of the Lost Kingdom. Better plot. I'm sorry. But Wind Waker in general just has a lot of fantastic plot beats that are just sublime. So yeah, we could have done that shrine, but then I realized how much time we had left, and also we didn't finish this quest of getting all the people back to where they were, so to getting them all back here. So let's finish this quest so we have it done with. And also, thank you all so much for watching this vlog of Tears of the Kingdom. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun just kind of going nuts in the commentary for this one, so I hope it was entertaining for you, and I hope that you enjoyed what we got accomplished, because we did get stuff accomplished, as much as it doesn't seem like it. Pick up Tears of the Kingdom if you haven't already, available on Nintendo Switch, hopefully playable on Successor. It's a fun game, and if you haven't played it yet, you should. Most importantly though, please have a wonderfully great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, ciao.